Hello to my Leos. This is Queen Amun-Ra coming to you with your general reading, Leos. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Leos. The moon is in Ophiuchus, and it is a waxing crescent moon. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on here. We'll set an intention in just a second. Current situation, thriving. All right, current situation. What's the challenge? Trying to see something from a higher frequency. Trying to see something from a higher. Somebody has a temper behind closed doors, I guess. Being talked about. Because somebody was bullied. Somebody was being bullied by a Taurus. Yep. Something very unhealthy and wounded was happening here. This is major. And that one last thing did it for somebody. It broke somebody. Sent them straight into a rebirth. It broke somebody. Something around money. Something having to do with a lot of money finally broke somebody. Of having to do something to a loved one behind closed doors. It just broke them. And somebody thought something was funny. Somebody wanted to bring a temper out of somebody and thought that was funny. But it broke them because they had been bullied their whole life. They've been bullied since they were 5. You know, it's about something very unhealthy and a wounded situation they had been bullied about. And somebody thought something was funny. Yeah, here we have the 6 of Wands here. So somebody saw a victory or something. Here we have the Queen of Swords here. It could be a Virgo who saw something as a win in separating 2 people. They basically, like, if you want to be on stage, you got to be separate from somebody. Because somebody wanted to analyze somebody, like what would make them upset. I guess it just sounds like somebody was trying to put somebody through some kind of process of like, okay, what if I separate you from what nurtures you, I'm gonna see what would get a temper or get a rise out of you or something. But somebody had been bullied about something since they were a kid, and it really broke them. Like mentally, it broke somebody. Something that somebody said. They may be okay now, but something at that point, like something broke in a person. Like, yeah, here we have the Page of Wands here. All because somebody felt like they could accomplish something. Yeah, something about somebody being separated on an airplane. That's what this is. And these 3 thought it was funny. This Sagittarius, this Taurus, and this Scorpio thought it was funny. So now judgment is coming down on somebody. Somebody has a 10th house. Somebody's north node is in an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And so judgment is coming down on somebody because they could not rise above some kind of judgment, of feeling judged. It's like somebody was holding on to something forever. And they couldn't rise, something about them couldn't rise above it. So that's what it is. All right, awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Wherever your North Node is, get to it. Pull your birth chart. Nothing to it but to pull your birth chart. Somebody is awakening to their calling. And so it's saying it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. It's time to answer the call of your life. Whoever it is, it's time to answer the call of your life. That's how people are thriving behind closed doors. Yeah, some kind of movement, choices, decisions that somebody needs to make. Somebody thought that one last thing, something around money. Somebody said, okay, let's see something from a higher frequency. Okay, let's bully them in these areas, right? And the last thing was something around money. And somebody's still thriving because somebody's behind closed doors operating in their purpose. They answer the call on their life, right? And this is what you have in common. It's like every time somebody comes at you with a sword trying to break you, thinking, okay, let me try this to see if I can break them. Let me try that. Let me see if I can break this person. Let me try that so I can see if I can break this person. You keep rising to the occasion. But that's not for everybody. Everybody don't do that. Some people, it breaks them forever. They are forced into a rebirth because they want something so bad. They so tired of being bullied. They just want something so bad. And these people thought something was funny. So you can say that again and again and again. This Scorpio, well, these are fixed signs, except this Sagittarius, they just went along with the program. Right. But somebody was, determined to catch somebody in a sting or do something they literally they're going to keep doing something until they die. So they can keep on trying. They trapped in some kind of fear. Somebody's trapped in some kind of fear. They focus now. So somebody's finally moving on. Somebody's finally moving on. Because somebody in their family, I don't know who this is, somebody in their family is trapped in fear now because something happened. Somebody took something too far. All right. Heart chakra cleanse. Like I said, somebody's north node could be in an air sign. That's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. That's going to be somebody's north node. Do the mirror work. It's time to do the mirror work. Booked, busy, not burdened and bitter, right? Somebody apologizes for betraying you. Somebody has a very lustful spirit. You versus you. No competition. Your enemy's playing backfire. Don't give yourself a headache over something and prepare for an increase in pay. Pray for them, whoever it is. Somebody met their match. You deserve the best. Open your vault door. So whoever these people are, you got to pray about it and then ask source, who is it? Somebody has a guardian angel that's watching over them. Somebody who transitioned is watching over somebody. They just passed on through. Yeah, somebody passed right on through. Always bet on you. All right, I think that's it. Let's see what else is. What else? Soul task 34. The something is over. A cycle is over. And somebody is in a rebirth. Meaning that somebody Somebody could have started a new job. That could have been a cycle. When one cycle ends, something else begins. But somebody could be in a whole new cycle now, of just knowing their worth and knowing their value, like behind closed doors. Like somebody could have finally gotten it. When you get to your North Node, you're there, like you've arrived. You know, somebody is starting to understand that was the whole purpose for all of it. The talking about you behind your back, the this, the that, the blah, blah, blah. You know, get to your North Node. Like something could be like just clicking for you or for other people. Just like get to your purpose. Like what, get, you know, like somebody could be like, answer the call, ring, ling, ling, answer the call, answer the call. So that's, somebody could have been saying, you need to answer the call on your life. And you're like, well, what was the purpose of all of this? The whole purpose was for you to answer the call on your life. Like it's something that you are great at doing, answer the call on your life. So somebody's now moving on. I'm seeing recognition and reward. Answer the call on your life. And somebody's building their spiritual strength. Somebody's now getting some rest after this rebirth here. Yeah, and going into solitude. Right. Yep, somebody has a very firm foundation. And there could have been a Sagittarius that was suffering in silence. Something else could have been going on with somebody. They could have been going through some kind of a transformation. And that's when their awakening could have happened. So, yeah, somebody could have been... Yeah, it's hard for some people to be in solitude. It's hard for some people, like, yeah, okay, that's it. Let me see what else. Well, hopefully everybody, I mean, I don't know where everybody is on planet Earth, but hopefully people are getting out and doing things that motivate you and keeping people out of your business. That's part of the problem. People getting everybody in their business. So hopefully people are keeping people out of their business. That may solve a lot of issues. Right? Outrageous openness. So dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachment. Surprise and delight me with your plan. Let me see. Gosh, where is it? You know what's needed and I'm open to receive. Yeah, open to receive. Yep. Somebody is going through some kind of, like I said, a rebirth. It's interesting here. Two people went through a rebirth here, but I feel like two different types of rebirths. Because somebody really values their first house, like that's their ascendant. Somebody really values their ascendant there. All right, you can say that again and again and again. That's root chakra. All right, that's what I have for you. Bye.